So a grand midwife is a term that we use, and it's speaking to the midwives who were elders in the community.
It's like understanding the development of this country. Black slaves were delivering everybody's baby. And even through the transitions of how Black folks have survived through slavery into Jim Crow, into even current day oppressions, with that transition we had the title of the granny midwife. And these were, elders that were delivering babies, more than delivering babies. They were important to their communities as far as the whole health of all of their families.
The midwife was not just the person in the community who caught the babies. They were the person who also sat beside someone as they were leaving this earth. And so they were there through all of those cycles of life.
The bigger difference between midwifery and general obstetrics is that our philosophy is very different about what the pregnancy experience is. We don't see it as a disease, something that we have to fix. We see it more so as a normal life transition that we have to support you through.
For me, I like to look at this more as like a holistic and a model of respectful and dignified care, which is exempt of the type of person who is giving the care, right? There are OBs who practice like midwives, and there are midwives who actually practice like OBs, right?
We utilize a lot more complementary medicine, alternatives. So we have thriving relationships with chiropractors, acupuncturists. We are not going to always say, like, here's some medication. We might say, try some papaya enzymes or other alternatives.
When we think about that midwifery model, what we're talking about is a whole person model of care that is centered on informed choice, decision making, and refusal.
We are the experts at helping families have babies outside of the hospital, but a lot of midwives do help catch babies in the hospital.
Midwifery is justice work when done with a lens of justice and a framework of justice.
So when I think about the families in 7 and 8, I'm adding their 5, but in 7 and 8, primarily, I think about the fact that 2 hospitals closed east of the river. Most of these families who are under-resourced have to utilize public transportation, and it can take them sometimes 2 hours to get across town to get to a hospital. And not just for birth, sonograms, high-risk obstetrics, those are not easily accessible in folks' community. So that's a huge, huge barrier and a great example of institutionalized racism.
So Mama Toto was started out of a desire to have what I needed for myself as a young mother, which was a village, a community, a safe space to be able to, at the time, raise my son. And when I met Cassetta Pringle, I would say our dreams converged together. And she too also wanted the same thing, and so we merged our love for birth work into the space that Mama Toto is today.
So we have several workers who are currently working with us and over the years have worked with us after being clients of ours. And to me that tells that what we've done was important enough to them that they wanted to be able to do that and deliver those same services and supports to others in their community.
We like to nickname ourselves Wakanda. Having, out of my full-time midwifery staff, 100% Black midwives taking care of a 95% Black birthing population is huge. Black joy to me looks like families having happy experiences through this life transition, really being able to enjoy their pregnancies, their births, everything from, holding a squishy baby at the end, no matter what way we had to work through to get to there, to continuing their care, breastfeeding. I don't think we talk about that enough. I think we put a lot of focus on all the negative, so really, really wanting to celebrate great birth stories, breastfeeding success, joy, happiness, partnership, relationships, all the good things that also come out of this experience.